All right, welcome back, guys. It is so today we're going to be doing our debate, man. We're going to be doing our debate for the best international tournament. So we're going to wait a few minutes because I'm not sure if Mary's going to join. We'll wait a few minutes. Hopefully, Joey's join. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully he does join. So we'll wait a few minutes. And if he doesn't join, then I guess I'll do that. I guess. So let me explain how it's going to work. So we got FP7 games that's going to represent Asian Cup. Um, then we got Tenant Item that's going to represent the Euros, and Brandon is going to represent the Copa America. And I am the host. I'm supposed to stay neutral, but I will fill in for AFCON if my friend doesn't join. So um, it's going to work like that. And we have our 7 categories. We got upsets, organization, drama, popularity, how dominant the champions were, fan engagement, tournament legacy. And we're gonna give 2 minutes for us to discuss our topics. Okay, 2 minutes to make our arguments. And if you have any rebuttals, we'll give you 1 minute to rebuttal. So before we begin, does any have any questions before we start? All right. Can everyone hear me? All right, sounds good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So yeah, let me read some comments. So Bulgarian Map says Euros. Wait for the debater. Wait for the debaters. Okay. So let's start, man. Let's just start. And Tenant Dynam is currently outside. There's gonna be a lot of background noise, so
Squad.
not too much. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I would represent the Asian Cup, by the way. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's spin the wheel, man. Let's spin the wheel, and I'll put time description below for you guys if you're watching on the replay. Okay. Okay, well, let me do something real quick before we start. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's do our first category, guys. First category is going to be popularity. Okay, popularity is our first topic. So who wants to go first for popularity? Okay. All right. Hello. Hello. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go first. I'm the host. I'm gonna represent AFCON. Unless my friend comes at the last minute, I don't think he will. I'm gonna represent AFCON. So unfortunately, my friend will not join. I think he's busy. So yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna do AFCON. So when you think of the AFCON, guys, the AFCON is really popular. You know, it's the most popular competition in CAF, and you have a lot of Premier League players based on there as well. So I just think the AFCON for me is very popular. It's watched throughout. You know, BBC covers it, streams it. You know, and I just think that AFCON is just popular. You know, it's all and you know it happens every 2 years. Sure, the date of the calendar is not very ideal. You know, it takes place usually mid-season, but you know there's still coverage for it. You know, they're still covering it. You know, and I just think popularity for me it's pretty darn popular. You know, I have to say so. Yeah, that's my popularity thoughts. So yeah, that's my argument. Okay, who wants to go next?
I mean, I guess I'll do it.
Okay, Let's just go in this order, actually.
All right. So the Asian Cup had the its highest attendance ever this year. It got over, I think it was 1.5 million fans. It was, I think it was really popular. It was played in World Cup stadiums, Lusail, El Beit. It had it sold out the season. The opening game of the Asian Cup had an 88,000 attendance. The Asian Cup got viewers like nothing like from before, and there's like a lot of traveling fans. There was, in my opinion, is a very popular Asian Cup. So the AFC they took it up to the next level, hosting it in Qatar, hosting it in the World Cup stadiums, and even games such as like Uzbekistan against Syria. The stadium was pretty full for that game, which means that the Asian Cup was pretty full. But I mean, I'm not sure if it compares to the other tournaments, to be honest. But it's still a very good performance. I can't lie.
All right, thank you. Okay, it's Dynam. Are you ready?
Okay. So the reason why the Euros are the most popular, well, it's kind of obvious. You have the best players in the world. You have Mbappe, you have Kroos, you have practically all of the Spanish players and all that. Obviously, the hype before the tournament, everyone was making YouTube videos about the Euros. Even like the biggest content creators like uh, Michael Talks Football, AD744, Datum, and all that. Everyone was talking about the Euros because it's obviously the biggest tournament. It's probably not the oldest tournament, but it definitely is the most popular, I would say, because of the fact that you basically have, apart from maybe Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia, you have the best teams in the world. Spain, England, France, Germany, and obviously all the other teams. So that's why the Euros is the most popular. Done.
All right, thank you. All right, next up it is Brandon, man. Brandon, your turn.
Thank you very much for having me, AD. Can you hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, the reason why the Copa America is very popular, and it's a few reasons. One, it has a lot of rich history. It was established in 1906, and it's not it's not just about national pride. It's about celebrating the football heritage of South America. And two, football in South America, it's more than just a sport. It's a cultural phenomenon. For example, you got Argentina, you got Brazil, you got Uruguay, and you got Chile. Like for them, football, it's more than just football for them. It represents everything. And sure, while this Copa America might have not been the most well watched here in the United States and whatnot, it was still relevant within the football YouTube scene. You got Michael talked about it, ADU as well, and also Rank. He also talked about the Copa America. So the Copa America, it represents more than just football. It represents like a cultural heritage, and it represents everything for South America. And yes, and sure, you could say there was a lot of controversies within the Copa America, but every other competition, the Copa America has always been it's been very passionate. I've enjoyed it more than the Euros, honestly. So yeah.
All right, thank you guys for making your arguments. So now it's time to do the. Well, actually, does anyone have any rebuttals? Does anyone have anything to argue against others, or should we just get straight to the poll?
I don't.
Okay, I think okay. So, intended item FP7. Do you have any contradiction? Do you have anything to argue against?
No.
Okay, I don't either. So let's do the poll, guys. Let's do the poll, guys. Let's do the poll. Poll time. Who made the best argument for popularity? And guys, please remember to hear the arguments each person made. Okay. So Arpon, then FP7, and next up it is Tenet item. And then next up it is Brandon. All right, and you guys gonna have 2 minutes to make your decision. Okay, 2 minutes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and read some comments. Where are we? Okay. Hello, hello. There you go. Oh dang. United FB7. Before this debate, my ranking is from these tournaments are Asian Cup, Euro 2024, Africa Cup of Nations, Copa America. All right. AFCON was the best for me. Like and subscribe. Dog, I have no chance of popularity low. I know. Euros is definitely winning this. Yep, this category, but overall, Asian Cup wins. Vote for me, JK. Low. And by the way, guys, if you're in the panel, please don't vote. Let's keep it to just the audience. So, unless we have a tie, okay, maybe if we have a tie, then I'll allow you guys to vote. But otherwise, no. And by the way, if we do have a tie in the votes, even after extra time, because we'll do 1 minute extra time, then I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to make the decision as a host. Okay, so if we have a tie, so let's see what is happening. So. Okay, I think it's. I think we should end the poll. I mean, it's pretty much a landslide. Teneditum got all the votes, 4 votes. So I think we're just gonna end the poll. So Teneditum wins round 1. Congratulations, Teneditum, for winning round 1.
I mean, that was impossible to win.
Yeah, I knew the cop. I knew I was screwed from the start. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fair enough. I also knew I was gonna lose for that one. But we have a winner. So I'm gonna put down the score. So Euros is 1 point right now. Next up, let's do the next category. Next category, guys. Next category is going to be the fan engagement. I mean, is it kind of? I feel like it's kind of similar to popularity.
Yeah, I think it's similar to popularity in some way.
I mean, FP7 games. I think you're the one that proposed this topic. So, what's the difference between this and like popularity? Because to me, it feels very similar.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know as well. So I guess you could just like king it or something.
Okay, let's remove this one actually, or we'll do something else instead. Okay. Upsets. Okay, this is a good one. Upsets a good one. Upsets is a good one. All right. I think Teneditis should go first since he won the last round. All right. Okay, so let me just update this real quick. Okay. So, let me know when you're ready, Teneditis.
Okay, ready. All right. So the reason why the Euros win this category for upsets is because when you have the biggest teams in the world or the best players in the world, you will come up against quote unquote minnows of the game. So in terms of upsets, what springs to mind are teams like Romania, obviously beating Ukraine when almost everyone said Ukraine would win. Romania topped the group. Austria topped the group ahead of and France and Netherlands. Georgia, they beat Portugal. Turkey beat Austria when were like, one of the teams that could make it far into the tournament after the group stage. And to be honest, even in a way, Spain was a big upset because not many people had Spain winning the Euros. I mean, I, because people said England or France or Portugal, some people say, or Germany, but those teams either got knocked down in the quarterfinal or were not even that impressive at the tournament. And in terms of the quote unquote, lower ranked teams like Romania, Austria, Albania, teams like that, they showed up and it made the tournament very, very interesting. So and Slovenia made it forward to the tournament. So there's definitely a lot of upsets in terms of like tournament progress for different teams, and obviously upsets in terms of results. But yeah, done.
Oh, I just realized I'm muted. Thank you, Teneditum. Okay, now who wants to go next? FB7 or Brandon or me?
I am.
Okay.
Well, the reason why I think the Copa America, this category wins for the Copa America is we got a ton of upsets here in the Copa America. Well, first, for example, is the U.S. getting grouped. I mean Panama qualifying ahead of the United States when a lot of people, including myself and UAD, thought that the U.S. was going to qualify. Well, not we expected it, and then all of a sudden Panama beats the U.S. in a 2-1. And not many people didn't not many people didn't expect the upsets, and also Canada going through because we didn't expect we didn't expect Canada going as far as third place. Well, going to the third place match, and I thought France. I thought Canada was gonna end up grouped. I'll be real, but they qualified and they they qualified. They beat Venezuela in penalties, and then also they give a good game against Argentina. And I thought they were a bit unlucky, but it's Argentina. You face the best. They're the best team right now. And then another thing, Venezuela finished top of their group, containing the likes of Ecuador, Mexico, and even Jamaica. And sure, sure, Venezuela. I thought they were going to qualify, but I did not expect them to finish like 9 out of points. I thought maybe 7 points would be good, and yeah, and then yeah, Mexico getting grouped. Like when a lot of people, there were a good amount of people who thought maybe Mexico will qualify. I mean, a majority of them would qualify. So yes, there were quite a lot of upsets, and the Copa America was fun with upsets.
All right, thank you for that, Brandon. Okay, so FB7 or me, who should go first? Mm, I guess you know what? I'll go next. I'll go next. Okay. So when you look at this year's AFCON, we had a lot of upsets take place in the group stage. In fact, when you look at the nations for each of the groups, we had Ivory Coast failing to get third, Ivory Coast getting third place in the group, right? And you had Cape Verde winning the group. You had Equatorial Guinea winning the group. And a lot of teams you didn't expect to win the groups like Angola and everything. And fun fact for you guys, all the quarterfinalists that made it this year's AFCON were not there in the quarterfinals from the last edition. Even your defending champion, Senegal, went out in the round of 16. And so I just think it was just upset heavy. You had a lot of teams that didn't, that I think only two teams that were actually part one actually topped their groups. I think that was Senegal and I believe it was Morocco. Every other team that topped their group was not a part one team. So I think if that doesn't show how many upsets there was a lot of upsets in AFCON. It was crazy. You had nations like Cape Verde making the quarterfinals. It's insane. You had nations like Ghana getting grouped. You had nations like Algeria getting grouped. You had big nations getting grouped, man. So I just think it was insane. And for me, AFCON, I believe, has probably the most upsets of any international tournament this year. So that's just my opinion. Let's take it over to FB7.
All right. So, who would have thought we go into the Asian Cup and the final of the Asian Cup is Jordan against Qatar? Like, I can tell you right now, 80%, maybe 90, maybe 100 even, had the final to be Japan against South Korea. All right. Most people did not even have Qatar making the semifinals. Most people had Jordan out in the round of 16, some even the group stage. Uh, there was also like huge upsets throughout the tournament as well. South Korea, they drew to Malaysia 3-3. Like Malaysia is not like Malaysia celebrated that for the ages. Oman was a big dark horse pick going into the tournament, and they got knocked out in the group stage. Tajikistan, they upsetted the UAE in the round of 16. Japan, they beat Germany 4-2, Turkey 4-0, and Jordan 6-1. Jordan made the Asian Cup final. Japan lost to Iraq and then lost to Iran. Uh, as well as like Iraq was like we thought after the group stage, Iraq is so strong. They would be winning this tournament. They lost to Jordan straight away. Like the loss, like literally came out of nowhere. And as well, Jordan and Qatar, they were not the favorites for the semi-finals. For the semi-finals, we came to the semi and thought South Korea against Iran final. That would be fun. But no, in came Jordan and Qatar, and they beat them both easily. I mean, not easy, but they beat them both at least. We had teams like Vietnam going out. China did not score a goal, which was funny to see. And overall, like the Asian Cup was full of surprises. And as well, like South Korea, late minute goals. It's like we thought the game was over, but no, they upset the team. And yeah, that's my argument.
Yeah, I think FB7. Okay, now, okay. Does anyone have any rebuttals? Any rebuttals or anything like that? I don't have any. Brandon, do you have? Okay, and FB7, do you have?
No.
All right, it's time for the poll, man. It's time for the poll. All right, so who made the best arguments for upset? Okay, this should be a good one. This should be a good one. I think this one will be interesting. So
I think each and every tournament can have an argument as to who had the most upsets. So yeah.
yeah. All right, let's read some comments in the meantime while you guys are voting. All right, let's read some of you guys' comments. JK, lol, boo. This category, okay, we'll spin, but this one I win. I reckon it's Asian Cup. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. I don't think it's relevant. Bro, hit the go sleep. Lol. This is okay, Steve Curry. Yeah. Okay, this is AFCON Asian Cup for me. Canada, Bolivia are prominent upsets. Bolivia, hello. Too many upsets in AFCON as a result. The knockouts got boring. At least compared to the other three. I mean I mean, I kind of understand what Matt is saying, but at the same time, I don't really think. Yeah, okay, that's your. I guess that's crazy. Well, of course, I mean Panama knockouts were fun. Atmosphere. Yeah, I think we could. Actually, how do you guys sound? Do you guys think atmosphere is a good replacement? We could put that as a category. Okay. FB7, do you think that's a good category? Atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Okay, we'll put atmosphere. We'll put atmosphere as one. Save the best for last. Too many upsets in AFCON as a result, knocks got boring. I had Japan for 0, so the final week speak volumes. Full surprise the Asian Cup whilst playing a strong knockout phase. We took about the wrong lines. FB7 wins this, but there were some close calls. Fair. All right. All right, and I think it's a landslide. I think every time of the games that we're going to win this. Okay, I'm going to wait a few more seconds. Okay, and we have a winner. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, just to make sure we don't get too much background noise, try to mute yourself whenever you're not speaking. So if you guys don't mind. Okay, thank you. Epic win. I win something. Boom. Oh. All right, so FB7 games then. FB7 games. So it's now 1-1. It's now 1-1, guys. It's 1-1. So FB7 games. How proud of you for that win?
Whoa. I would like to dedicate Akram Afif because he, I know what he did. I'd like to dedicate the referees. The referees had us made this happen.
I don't want to speak about that final. I don't want to speak about that final. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Okay, anyways, let's move to round 3. Round 3, guys. Round 3. We got 7 rounds, guys. 7 rounds. How dominant the champions were. Okay. It's an interesting one. So FB7 games, since you won this one, I think it's only fair you start off this one. So Just give me a few seconds, just to get the timestamp. Okay, here we go. So dominant.
All right, let me see something. All right, the group stage. We all thought Japan was gonna win. All right, the group stage ends. Qatar did good and all, but we switched our minds onto Iraq. We thought Iraq was gonna win. Round of 16 ends. We're thinking, ooh, Japan could still win this. South Korea, Iran. We were thinking that Qatar would go out in like the semi-finals, quarterfinals. The semi-finals come in. We still are not confident on Qatar. All right, we think South Korea or Iran. All right, and then it comes to the final of Jordan against Qatar. Was Qatar could be the favorite for this one? I'd say it's more like of a 60%, 40%, or maybe even a 50-50. Qatar they did win most of their games, but they did it with like close differences. They just about to beat Palestine. They just about to beat China. They just and I mean I'm gonna start roasting the other confederations here, but I'm gonna be honest. I did predict Ivory Coast would win the Africa Cup. I knew Spain would win the Euros after one game, and I did predict Argentina to win the Copa America. So I believe that it could make a very good case for the Asian Cup being the least dominant of champions. So yeah, that's my argument.
I'm pretty sure this is the argument for most, but okay. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Okay. Who wants to go next? Actually, you go by the. Okay, let's go to Tenet item.
Ah,
Okay. So the reason why Spain are the most dominant, before I speak, for AFCON, I mean, Ivory Coast lost 4-0. I don't know how that's dominant. And then for Qatar, they had a penalty shootout, and then the teams they played, I mean, they had to beat China, Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan, who've never made an Asian Cup final. And then for Copa America, I mean, Argentina's path to the final was Chile, who didn't score any goals, Peru, who didn't score any goals, Canada, who they met twice, and then in the final against Colombia, they had to go to extra time. So the reason why Spain are the most dominant champion, even though relative to all the other teams, 7 games played for Spain, won all seven, didn't even need to go to penalties. The only game they actually went to extra time was against actually maybe the best team of the tournament, Germany. And Spain, because even though they've won all 7 games, I think it's the first time that the European champions managed to beat the 4 other European champions. Spain managed to beat um, Italy, Germany, France, and England, the other 4 European teams that have won a World Cup before. And at the same time, Spain weren't even like the quote unquote favorites, and then they had to play England, a team that made a European Championship final more recently than Spain had. Now what else? I just think to win 7 games in a tournament, especially, I think this is the very first time in European Championship history under this format that a team, the champions, managed to win all games. Not, no penalty shootouts, nothing. And Spain were the only team to get 9 points out of 9 in the group that had Croatia and Italy and Albania, who had to fight for something. So I think that's why Spain are the most dominant champions of the continents.
Okay.
okay.
So sorry to wait. Sorry to interject. FB7 games. Actually read it wrong, so I'm gonna be nice and give him a minute. I'm not gonna give full 2 minutes because you still did your argument and you still talk. So I'm gonna give you just another minute. So yeah, FB7 games. Just do it quickly.
All right, I believe Qatar was the most I was just arguing the other way around this whole time. Qatar was the most dominant, man. They won all of their games at the Asian Cup except for one penalty shootout. They did not concede a single goal in the group stage, and they also, I'd say, swept past Jordan in the final. They made Iran look like light work, and Qatar is like the best team in the world. They're definitely gonna win the 2026 World Cup. Let's go, Qatar.
Okay, I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh, man. Okay.
Okay. Brandon, your turn.
Okay. Well, who ended up completing the dynasty? it's the guys in the blue. It's the guys with the blue and white, the albiceleste, who ended up who ended in their group stage. How many goals did Argentina concede? That's right, zero. Sure, you could say whatever you want about both Chile and Peru not being at their best level. That's on them. Argentina did their job. They did what they had to do, and a lot of people expected Argentina to finish perfect. 9 points, zero goals conceded, and they did their job. And everybody and a lot of people thought that Argentina maybe they might lose to Uruguay or maybe Colombia but Argentina they did what they had to do, and sure Ecuador gave them battle. They gave them the most. It was the most difficult for Argentina, but they were able to get the job done against Canada. On the other, against Canada, Argentina, they were able to their their star power. They were able to carry through Julian Alvarez, Messi, and in the final, Colombia, they gave a good run to Argentina, but they got tired, and Argentina they had that experience, and Argentina they were able to win them in extra time. Although you know, I didn't want Argentina to win. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want Argentina to win, but they were they dominated for a reason. They are champions for a reason. So.
All right, my turn. All right. So when you talk about dominance, guys, I can't really make an argument for Ivory Coast if I'm being honest. I just can't. Um, so I mean I'll try to make, but I have to make something, right? So I mean Ivory Coast, they were the better team in the final. They won it. You know, look at the amount of shots they had in the final. Look at the amount of shots on target. They made Nigeria look like that final was like a. It didn't even feel if that final felt like a huge gulf in quality. Like you could tell that Ivory Coast were the better team. Nigeria were just parking the bus, parking the bus, parking the bus. You know, and so I just feel like for me, for Ivory Coast, yeah, you could say they pretty much squeezed by in pretty much every round. They pretty much did the bare minimum. But I would say in that final, they they really showed how good they can be in the final with that attacking dominant performance. Sure, they didn't score a lot of goals in the final, but in terms of performance, they played well. So yeah, I'm gonna say Ivory Coast was dominant in that sense. All right, so does anybody have any rebuttals? Because I really don't have any. Okay, Epi7, do you have any rebuttals?
No.
Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, who made the best argument for dominance?
I think it's either between Tedetem or myself, honestly. So yeah. Tendaditum or Tend. Sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. Your name.
All right, let's go through this, man. All right, let's read some of you guys' comments. Where are we? Uh, MV7 wins this, but I think there's some close. I think something blue lol. I hate you, Pookie. Lol. 0% is harsh on 10 to 9. We know you don't. Let's get 10 likes. The Argentina now conceded a goal with Martinez as domination. Argentina didn't feel challenged that much, in my opinion. Yeah, they only conceded one goal. They only conceded one goal. They were challenged that much, though. Wait, is less dominant Winnie or more dominant Winnie? Lol. I was going for less dominant. Lol. I was scared of them also. We said lol. Fair. It's easy to be dominant. Lol. Snap. You're talking about Argentina, Qatar. Yeah, Argentina definitely wins. I was talking about Qatar. Lol. I most Spain. Yeah, Spain. Well, I mean, we always know Argentina would win. What would have happened if Copa had extra time? Let's say Alvarez didn't do that well, and still they had won. They weren't challenged. Ecuador might have beat them because they had momentum. Throw the white flag AD low. Ivory Coast made the point about Spain. Tina made the best arguments. I think he covered everything. All right, so let's see who's winning in the poll. And okay, it's actually close. We actually have a close one, guys. It's 3-3 as we speak. So let's see. Oh, by the way, Mats, actually, let me ask Mats. Mats, Tenadine will have to leave after this round. So do you want to come in and fill, like take over for the second half? It's 1-1. All right. So, all right. So let's see. We have a narrow winner, and Tenadine wins by 1 vote.
Well, all right. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, it was close, man. It was close. That was a good one. I mean, I knew it was going to basically between those two. I knew I had no chance. I knew me and FB7 had no chance for that round. But it is what it is. And yeah, so sorry, Brandon. It is what it is. Anyway, so Euros is in the lead, man. 2 points. Asian Cup 1. Me and Brandon with 0 points. Come on, we gotta get at least 1 point. Oh man. Okay, let's move to the next round. By the way, guys, I actually forgot to make a timestamp for the dominant one. So, do you guys remember what minute we did the dominance one? What minute we discussed? How long that was?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just guess. I'm just gonna guess 30 minutes. No, actually, I don't think it was 30 minutes. It was probably like 25 or 22. I'll say 22. I'll have to look back.
Someone just commented the OFC.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to talk about OFC. OFC, I didn't put OFC in this, guys, because OFC would be too good. So that's why.
It would be way too easy.
All right, atmosphere. Okay, this is an interesting one. So atmosphere, man, atmosphere. So 38 minutes. Let's get right this down. Okay, 38 minutes. Atmosphere, guys. Atmosphere. All right, Tenadynam's gonna go first since he has to leave soon, and he won the last round. So.
Okay, so atmosphere. I think the Euros have the best atmosphere because obviously you saw like the Netherlands fans doing that. You know that video you saw on Twitter and all that. But you also had like even when it was raining and pouring rain, you saw the Denmark fans just having fun in the rain. But you also had the atmosphere whenever Turkey or Georgia or Romania play in the tournaments. Obviously Germany are very well known for having a very good record of like atmosphere. You had obviously Signal Iduna Park, which is the Dortmund stadium, and that was the host of the Turkey Georgia game, one of the best atmospheres. And basically, I think a lot of the fans of the tournament, even if they got knocked out of the group stage, like Albania and Hungary, they still provide very good atmospheres for their national teams and support them. So I would maybe say the atmospheres for the Euros have been probably one of the best because it's one of the most attended tournaments. So compared to the other tournaments, the Euros are more likely to sell out the stadiums than the other 3 tournaments. So that means there's more fans, which means more noise, which means more atmosphere for that. And then for the other 3 parts, what do you call this? Tournament legacy, good tournament legacy. Spain won it. What was the other one? Drama. There was some good drama. Spain winning. What was the other one? Organization. Germany is known for organizing very good tournaments. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's my take. And yeah, cannot wait to see the rest of the video. Say hi to Matt and good luck to everyone. And yeah,
Have a great day, Tenadine.
see you.
See you soon, bro.
All right, see you.
See you soon.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully Matt's can come on. I'm not sure if he will, but hopefully he can come on um and take part. And yeah. So Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
I mean, I'll do it. All right. Do I start? Forgot what I was gonna say. So the Asian Cup, it had the record number of fans at the time. It was the second most attended football tournament in the world, not including the World Cup, behind Euro 2016. All right. The Asian Cup, the Lusail Stadium atmosphere was amazing. A game between Qatar and Lebanon attracted 88,000 fans. You could say a game between Syria and India was played at the Al Bayt Stadium, 60,000 fans. It's honestly crazy because you will never see this much amount of fans. Tajikistan, 60,000 people went to watch Tajikistan play. I mean, honestly, it is insane. You can see good atmospheres as well. Palestine against UAE. The atmosphere in that stadium was amazing. The Palestinians through the war, and they bring they sell out every single stadium, and they bring the fans to watch their game. Honestly, the Asian Cup this year's atmosphere was amazing. You can see the atmosphere as well. South Korea against Malaysia. They had to make 10-hour flights from their country all the way to Doha, and Malaysia. They saw their team draw 3-3 against South Korea in that amazing game in the Asian Cup. You saw the Jordanese bumping up their team. Many people flying out to Qatar. Qatar getting so much visits during that period of time. You got to see like probably like the best Asian Cup ever fan wise and atmosphere wise. So honestly, that's so good, and I am the best.
You are indeed the best. All right, who wants to go next? All right, Brandon, are you going next?
All right then. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I can't even make an argument for atmosphere because the ticket prices for the Copa America was very expensive. You did see empty seats. Like for example, in that game, Venezuela versus Ecuador, like there were some empty seats. Um, Obviously, your game against Panama versus the U.S. How many how much did it cost for your tickets?
I
80.
paid $40. But I bought it early. I bought it early. I bought it early.
Oh, okay, okay, but it would have been much more. But I mean, there were like I'll say this with the Copa America, you did have your fans. You had Brazil. You know, like Brazilian fans, the Colombian fans. They showed up. The Argentinian fans they showed up. The Uruguayan fans they also showed up. And so while it might be bleak and whatnot, I and I still think that they had a decent atmosphere, even though the organization, I mean, even though it wasn't the best, I mean, I'll be real.
Save the
You had
organization when we get there.
Oh, never mind, never mind. But but in terms of the atmosphere, like a lot of it was very positive within the Hispanic community here in the United States. So yeah, so I tried.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay, now it's my turn for the. So in terms of AFCON, in terms of atmosphere, I mean, it was just insane. I mean, you guys saw a lot of pictures on social media of ladies, ladies having so much fun. You saw so much craziness from the fans. There was one. I'm trying to be serious, but I don't know if you guys remember, but there was like one instance where like I think it was the Ivory Coast game where there was a man that was trying to kiss someone, and she was like, no. Like that just shows you how crazy the fans were, like how passionate the fans were. They were, how crazy the African fans are. Like you saw a lot of crazy stuff from the fans. They were dressed in very nice colors, and the Cape Verde fans were amazing, and they were just dressed so appropriately for the occasion. They were wearing nice clothes, um, and I just think that I just don't think that you really see that anywhere other tournament. You just don't see it. You just don't see it in the other tournaments, like the fans being like this, showing how passionate they are, and like the colors, the scream, the clothing style. They actually dress in the country's clothing style. They're not just wearing casual clothes. They're supporters of the team. And yeah, I just think for me, AFCON, in terms of like variety and uniqueness, I think it's probably the unique most fans. Now, and so, yeah, for me, I think AFCON has one of the best atmospheres of the international tournaments this year. So that's my argument. So, yeah. All right. This is an interesting one. So, all right. So let's go ahead and actually, do you guys have any time? Do you have rebuttals? Okay, guys. Do you have any rebuttals?
I would like to say that I want to give this to the African brothers out there because that tournament was amazing. I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say the Euros. They had a good atmosphere. So did the AFCON as well, and then also the AFC. Given how a lot of countries flew all the way to Qatar, even though the distances are pretty insane, like the Asian continent. So yeah.
Yeah. Who made the best argument for atmosphere? Okay, so Arpon, Brandon, Epi7, and Tended Item. All right, it's time for you guys to vote. So this is round 4, by the way, guys. Round 4. All right, let's read some of you guys' comments in this one. Where are we? Ivory Coast. Who made the point by Spain? Tended Item. Tended Item made the best arguments. Okay. As do you want? Okay, I'm not sure. Is Copa America going to win one? Obviously, Nations Cup. This is your votes. While am I Copa America? These Nations Cup or World Cup? Oh, like Qatar didn't down me low. Bro, I was afraid. Don't face me moment. Haha. Where's the AFCON friend? Yeah, I thought he would join, but I guess he got occupied with work at the last minute. I think it says hi. He's busy with work. Euros was best. I direct message you link, Matt. Yeah, Matt. If check your Twitter DMs, I send you a link on there, man. So if you want to join, you can join there. I can listen right now, but I'm not. I'm watching. I guess for this one, not bad to be fair. Low Qatar. Gotta go. But I like the algorithm. Let me showed up low. Shakira showed up. Oh yeah, Shakira. I forgot about Shakira.
Oh yeah, the final. Yes. Oh, the halftime. It felt like a Super Bowl, honestly.
Yeah. Wow. Low. DC, Arizona. Pookie love them Cape Verde fans. So stuff. AFCON too good. Not gonna lie. I thought Euros. Now I think AFCON. 80s are always good. The Turkish sweeps. 80 too good. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, I voted. All right. Let's see, man. Let's see. And yes, I win. I win. I won a category, guys. Won a
Brian,
category.
we need Copa
Let's
America
go.
to win one now.
Ah man, I'm trying to win, man. Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Maybe the dominance one was the best chance.
Yeah, my
Alright.
dominance. Honestly, I should have gotten that point. Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
I think the same thing. I'm not gonna. I thought dominance one was gonna go to South America if you said most dominant.
Yeah. All right, AFCON 1 point. So heading into the next round, guys. So round 6. Sorry, or no, round 5. So round 5, guys. Round 5. So, Matt, are you gonna join, Matt? Matt, are you gonna join? Let me know in the chat. I can also send the link here, Matt, in the Streamyard as public chat. I'll delete it quickly though, because I don't want trolls joining. So, yeah. No, it's not. Okay. Matt is here. Thank you for joining Matt on short-term basis.
Yo, it's Matt.
All right, so let's do this, man. Let's do this. Okay, next round we got here. Round 5. Ooh, drama. Ooh, drama. Drama, drama. All right. Who wants to go first or drama? Mask, you
Wouldn't
want to
you
go first?
win?
It's you.
It's you. It should be you, AD,
Oh yeah, it should be me. It should be me.
since
Yeah,
you
you're right.
won.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Sorry, my bad. All right. So, in terms of drama, we had so much drama in the AFCON, guys. Right? I mean, just look at the fact that what is it called? We were waiting a few days to see if Ivory Coast would still be one of the best teams to advance. You had to wait a few days. We had so much drama in the sense of like the Cape Verde South Africa game. Like it was such a nerve wracking game. And it was the game that could have gone either way. Going into that quarterfinal, right? We had penalty shootouts deciding. You had so much drama in the sense of deciding the third place teams. Ghana. There was a lot of drama with Ghana. Mozambique scoring 2 goals, and then and stoppage time. And you saw the Egypt game, the Cape Verde. Like it was insane, man. Like I think Group B in terms of AFCON had the most drama, and it was absolutely insane. And then you had the Morocco South Africa game when Hakimi missed a penalty, and then South Africa scored a second goal right at the end. I mean, it was just insanity, man. So I think for me, AFCON, it had a lot of drama. It had a lot of craziness. You had shootouts, extra time wins. And also, I just remembered Ivory Coast, that last minute winner against Mali in the quarterfinals when they were down to 10 men. I mean, that was just a drama in itself, man. I mean, like it was just insane, and everything. Then South Africa scored an equalizer right at the end against Nigeria. Nigeria had to take it to pens. Like for me, AFCON has so much drama. I think AFCON for me was one of the most dramatic tournaments this year. So, so thank you. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll
I'll
go next.
start.
Oh, I mean,
Uh,
I'll,
you,
I'll
you,
go.
yeah, you go.
All right. So the Asian Cup, drama, drama, drama everywhere. Like from there to there. Tajikistan, they advanced from the group stage because of a late winner against Lebanon. Syria, a late winner against India to advance. And then we got like Iraq. They were beating Japan 2-0. Japan scored in the 90 plus third minute. And then Japan were constantly attacking, attacking, attacking. That was crazy. And Iraq held it out. I can tell that Iraqis right there, they're watching that game and they have their hands in their heart or something. Bahrain, Malaysia, late winner for Bahrain to beat Malaysia. Malaysia's late go against South Korea, of course. Uh, Kyrgyzstan, they equalized late against Oman, made Indonesians all around the world celebrate. Joel Kojo, the guy who scored for Kyrgyzstan, is now a national hero. And then we get into the knockouts. Tajikistan against UAE. UAE scored very late in the game, 90 plus ninth minute, I think, which equalizes the game. Jordan against Iraq. It's probably like the best game in history. Iraq was up 2-1. They were up 2-1. Ayman Hussein gets a very controversial red card. Jordan scored in the 90 plus 5, 90 plus 7. Saudi Arabia against Korea. Saudi Arabia scored in like 10 seconds of the second half. And then South Korea equalized in the 90 plus 9. Iran against Syria. Syria constant pressure on Iran. And Iran held it out for penalties and they won. Iran against Japan. 90 plus 7th minute penalty to take Iran into the semi-finals. And Jahan Bakh just slotted it into the top corner. Alright. And oh my days. Qatar's late winner against Iran. In the late minutes of the game, El Muaz Ali scores to make it 3-2 to Qatar. Akram Afif penalty in the last minute of the Asian Cup finishes the Asian Cup for Qatar. And I just mentioned the games only, and it took me the whole time frame.
Yeah. All right. So next up, let's do Brandon next.
Where do we start with Copa America? Because there was drama on and off the pitch. For example, is the Brazil. For example, is the Argentina versus Colombia game, which that game was delayed for over an hour because a lot of fans were trying to get into the stadium without tickets. By the way, so Like if that's not drama, then I don't know what it is. And then the Uruguay versus Colombia, where the Colombian fans were hitting the Uruguayans, the Uruguayan player families and whatnot. Um, also on the pitch, for example, Brazil versus Uruguay, for example, where like it was slide tackle after slide tackle, and if that's not drama, then what it is? Then what is that? And then we had also Argentina versus Ecuador, which that game, in which honestly a lot of people thought Argentina was gonna win like 1-0 right away, and Ecuador scored that agonizing goal in the agonizing draw in that last minute. Um, and then also, so like if that's not drama, then what it is? So like the Copa America was filled with tons of drama, like controversy and whatnot. But I mean, the last game, it epitomizes everything epitomizes the drama, and the Copa America. Uh, the drama it should be for the Copa America. So yeah.
All right, thank you for that, Brandon. Matt's man, take it away, man.
So we had a clean Euros, but we also had quite a crazy Euros at times too. One game that comes to mind is Scotland versus Hungary, which the first half was quite boring, but the second half had quite dramatic moments. You had one of the Hungarian players collapsing. The game got stopped for a while. Glad that he recovered. You had a penalty incident that was highly debated, and that could have maybe shifted the outcome of the game. And as a result, the Scottish had to rethink their feelings for the Argentinians. Hungary, of course, scored late. You had a lot of drama from fans as well, where you had pitch invaders from multiple games. The first two Turkey games come to mind. We saw quite a few pitch invaders on the Turkey versus Portugal game, about 5, something like that. And then you also had fans throwing beer cups onto the pitch. The one that stood out most, Austria versus Turkey, where that got the most concerning.
Yeah.
And if you want to kind of frame this more on a footballing point of view, you had England getting to the final in all 3 of their knockout games with a last 3-minute equalizer in added time to save themselves, scoring 5 minutes after conceding against Switzerland, scoring right at the end against Netherlands. And as a result, we heard crazy noises, saw crazy visuals of England fans celebrating that winner.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do. Does anybody rebuttals?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
I don't have any rebuttals. Ebby-san, do you have any rebuttals?
Nah, he can proceed the voting.
I don't.
All right, let's do the vote, man. Let's do the vote.
Although I will say that AFCON 2023 didn't have the drama to the level of the AFCON in Cameroon, where you had Gassama blowing for full time 5 minutes before added time was supposed to be added on.
Oh man, that might be that was. I wish we did this. I wish we did for the last tournaments. But yeah. So. All right. In the meantime, let's read some of your guys' comments. Where are we? The argument's good, but then Turkish sweeps. Okay, I don't know. Okay, last round. No, this is round 5. Round 5. We have 2 more rounds after this. We join. I can't, man. Little argue for OFC. Little stuff. I'm gonna try hard for this one. Ivory Coast for Somalia will never be forgotten. Pookie says. Allah Tubuk Akala says, with all due respect to Europe, any option that's not AFCON is incorrect. We'll see.
Oh,
Puki says,
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
oh yeah. I didn't really. I almost forgot about that. Yeah.
no,
When you
that's
mentioned
pretty
that
good.
FB7,
Yeah. I was gonna
I
add
guess you
the
forgot.
Czech. Yeah. I was gonna say that
Yeah.
the
Okay,
Czech.
let me read the comments. I'm sorry, what are you saying?
No, I was saying that the final game in Group F, the Czech Republic versus Turkey, it was also filled with drama at the last minute. There
yes.
were players sent off. There was a Czech
Yeah,
player,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Matthew Walker before Saudi Economy was crazy.
Can't believe I forgot about that.
I skipped so much games, man. Though, Puki says, "80 keep forgetting to mention that Mauritania beat Algeria as well." Well, I said Algeria got grouped, but yeah, Mauritania did beat Algeria, and that was also an upset. That's a good one. Thank you for mentioning that one. Well, it's hard to think of the spot off this spot. Well, this is you're kind of supposed to plan before time, so uh, you know, but yeah. Happy 7 games. I forgot to mention the Iraq Jordan game until now. Puki says, "Low." I forgot the Australia South Korea game. Dang. All right, so let's see who's gonna win for the drama, man. Ooh, I think we have a winner. We have a winner, guys. We have a winner. It is FB7 games. FB7 games. So FB7 games even out the score. 2-2.
What was the percentage?
60%.
And what else? What was this percentage for all of them?
I got 20%. You got 20%, and Brandon 0%. Oh, come on, man. In terms of drama,
That's hard on Brandon.
What?
Yeah.
I felt he was at least top 2.
Yeah, like for me, if I cast my vote, I would have voted Copa America because that's so much drama off the pitch.
Yeah, like I mean, the last game. If that's not drama, then what is added?
Man, but I guess my audience, I guess my audience might have do some alts.
Well, if we had more of your audience here, then Brandon definitely would have got more votes. Maybe I would have got more votes too.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of people in the audience, unfortunately, which is a shame. So, all right, so, all right, so next one, it is organization, man, organization. It's either going to be organization or tournament legacy. How will the tournament be remembered? Tournament legacy. Okay, this is an interesting one. So, FB7 Games will kick us off with this one. So let me just write this down real quickly. Okay, legacy. So we're going by just the tournament itself, like not the winner, but like overall the entire tournament. So how will this tournament be remembered at FB7 Games?
All right. So the Asian Cup, we remember that this is the second one with 24 teams. All right. The first one with 2014 was in the UAE. It was like very short of upsets. Qatar still won it, but it was like very short of upsets because like I think all of the big teams lost to other big teams, unless Australia lost to the UAE and Qatar beat the big teams. But this tournament, we saw smaller teams beating bigger teams. We saw very high attendance. This was, of course, after Qatar's FIFA World Cup hosting, and I feel like the legacy of this Asian Cup is going to be one remembered for years. Like Jordan is going to remember, like every team's going to remember this one. Uh, Honestly, I don't even know what does legacy mean, but I think it's like something to remember or something. But it's like, yeah, it's nice.
All right. Thank you. All right. Next up, who wants to go
I
next?
messed up so badly. I honestly don't know what to argue.
Okay. Brandon, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Well, what else can I start with? Legacy. Di Maria winning it for the last time. Like going out going on a place of glory. Um, well, Messi winning it, Messi winning a second Copa America. So like, what else can we start? I'm trying not to argue. I'm trying not to argue like for the legacy of Argentina, but the legacy of Copa America. Like, sure, you had your ups, you had your downs, but the man, I'm trying to argue with legacy. It is just um it's just like with Argentina winning the basically completing the dynasty, two Copa Americas, one World Cup, like, and so it means a lot. So yeah, I don't know what else I can argue. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Matt's or me? Matt, you want to go
I
first?
can
Or I
go
go.
next.
All right, I'll go last.
Um, so I think what we saw in this tournament is multiple legacies that made up this one big legacy in the Euros. Starting with the champions, they became the first Euro champions to win 7 out of 7 games in a 2014 tournament format. You had Lamine Yamal, who was 16 years old, and he was still one of the best players, if not the best player of this tournament. And one of the things he'll be remembered in particular was that stunning goal he scored against France. And he was doing this whilst revising for his exams in the night. You had Georgia overachieving, a nation that were nowhere near this competition in the past, and yet they've got up to the round of 16. And one other thing that helps the tournament be great is how well do the hosts do. We saw Germany ball out against Scotland and Hungary, topping the group. And they got to the quarterfinals, played Spain to a close game. You had England going all the way when perhaps underperforming, yet they still ill-find a way. It'll also be remembered as Gareth Southgate's final chance, and he was so close to getting there, but just not quite. And then we could also remember, as well as a dramatic moment I didn't mention earlier, Mbappe with a broken nose that ended up hindering the rest of his tournament. So there's a strong legacy in the Euros, and I think it's the best of them all.
All right. So in terms of tournament legacy, I think AFCON takes it for me. The fact you had Ivory Coast that win the AFCON after almost being getting grouped is quite insane. Like you just don't see that anywhere else. Like imagine like a team doing that, you know? Like the closest thing you have is Portugal. But I think this was even better than Portugal because they had to grind out their way and to do it. And I think it's incredible to do this, and you have Sebastian Haller, who had just came back from cancer to wins the AFCON. And then you had a guy midway through the tournament with no arrest, with basically an interim coach that won the AFCON tournament is insane. You also had so many underdogs making it far as well. Like I said earlier, no quarterfinals from the previous edition made the quarterfinals of this AFCON. I just think AFCON for me, it has so much legacy in the making. You have so many goals being scored. You have so much drama, and even some of my friends that weren't even really interested in this tournament started to became go interested because of how crazy this tournament was in particular. I think this tournament for me was captivating, was amazing. Even for people that aren't Africans, people that were watching this tournament, it was so much fun. And when you saw the games, were quality games, even against the higher nations, like Nigeria, Ivory Coast was a well, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, DR Congo was a good game. And even the smaller nations played out great games. Not to mention the fact you had that thrilling game like that Mauritania and Angola game was insane. Had so much legacy, and underdogs making it far. And yeah, I just think it for me, AFCON in terms of legacy, man, it's crazy. And You know what's crazy, guys? The team that made the farthest in the last World Cup went out in the round of 16. Where do you see that in any other tournament? I can almost imagine that would never happen in any other tournament. So yeah, I mean it's just insane, man. It's just insane to me. So that AFCON for me, so much legacy on the line. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that, man. All right. So let's go ahead and read some of you guys' message. So do you guys have any rebuttals, by the way?
Well, closing argument. I just realized I missed something.
Okay. Okay. You can mention it briefly. I suppose.
Okay. Well, the last game, when the fans were trying to enter through the vents, there's a lot of people will remember the Copa America based on the incompetence. So I forgot to include that. So yeah.
Okay. FB7 Games and Matt, do you guys have any rebuttals? Do you have anything to say to the other people, or no, not really?
No.
Okay, Matt, what about you?
I can make a rebuttal for AFCON. I think a large part of what of that legacy is Ivory Coast's run, and I don't think the nature of the upsets are remembered as highly. And I think you look at the players. The other thing with the legacy of the AFCON was it was played during whilst the other leagues were going on, so you don't have as much of an iconic look onto it. Whereas during the Euros and Copa America as well, all eyes were on both those tournaments. So that's why I wouldn't quite put AFCON as high.
Well, to say something to Maxwell, you have to consider that the scheduling of the tournament, this was taking place during middle of the club season. So, of course, it wouldn't be as, people were still watching the club leagues more than the tournament. So, if Euros was held in the middle of the season, I can assure you more people will still watch the tournaments over the Euros. So,
but it wasn't, though.
And I know it wasn't, but, I'm just saying is that that's the reason why, it's like that. So. All right. Let's do the poll, shall we? I think it's time for us to do the poll, right? Okay. I'm gonna read your guys' messages in the chat, but let me do the poll. Yeah, let me do the poll first. Brandon. All right, let me start this. Okay, so let's read some of your guys' messages in the chat. Okay, where are we? F7 Woo. Not playing before time, bro. Thanks, wow, JK voting rig. Oh, wait, never mind. For me, AFCON had the most drama. They had a cool down. Hey guys, oh yeah, do you guys? Oh, that was crazy. I remember that the Mali coach. He was I understand. I'm if I see my team concede a last minute goal in that fashion when I'm up a man, I would probably be angry. Actually, I wouldn't be crying. I would probably be angry. I would probably be so angry, so pissed. I'd probably just run, I would probably be so angry. I'd probably damage stuff or something like that. That's not how I would react. So I'm not going to judge. Next one's organization low. For real, Molly coach. Looks like Asian Cup's taking this low. That's what Demko say. He's winning low. I always remember fans team through the fence. Okay, that was crazy. That was insane. Oh man, the Copa America final, man. Oh man. AFCON takes all legacy storylines. Alash suffered cancer, came back, scored the winning goal for a nation, almost got grouped, coached by a man without qualifications. I don't know about how the event looked like low. And thank you, M. John, man, for this small donation, man. Thank you, man. It really does mean a lot. So please, thank you guys for doing this. Remember, guys, you don't have to do this. It's just optional. I do encourage though. So if you do it, that is a massive W. So thank you, M. John. We haven't had a super chat in a long time, so
That's even more generous to give that kind of donation without saying anything.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Because they bro is Ciclo, WM John. World Cup semifinals lost to round 16. Dang, a donation, that's crazy, epic. South Africa talking to Morocco, and Naldo silly. Didn't the Euros have 10 plus uncles? That is true.
I think
That is true.
there was 13 in total, and the Euros all the Euros top scorers. There was like a joint a joint three scorers, and as critical as Harry Kane as people were on Harry Kane, he was one of the 3 goal scorers.
Yeah. All right, guys. So let's do this. Yes, I know West Africa would win. Holidays for again. Matt says beef with AFCON. Man, just like, should I do another donation? If you want to, man, it's not mandatory. You don't have to, M. John. If you want, you can. Okay, I'm not gonna stop you, but it's not mandatory. Okay. I bring every game for AFCON, Euros, and Copa America, rather, but I didn't for Asian Cup. So Asian. Take it low. AFCON South Africa were so clear. Me and Tari agree. Doesn't feel right, low. Funny. Less people care about the AFCON in general, so you can't use popularity. The 2003 World Cup was held during the season, but it was still a great tournament. Sorry, low. Yeah, I'm definitely not winning this one. Andre Nana was giving free kick advice. Yeah, you had Morocco, Algeria, Ghana, Egypt, and Cameroon going out of the group stage around 16. Onana went to AFCON to stand up getting benched. Mali players were trying to beat the ref low. Ivory Coast really benefited the third place thing. Ref was ready to give it to. AFCON is just still disrespected and overlooked by people. Let's be honest. If Messi wasn't at Copa, it loses 50% publicity. Nah, come on. I mean, it loses
Yeah,
publicity, but 50% is harsh. That's too much.
yeah, that's debatable.
No, right, it loses the publicity, but I don't think it loses 50%. I don't think it would lose that big of a margin. But yeah, let him donate peace. No need for words, to be honest. Donations enough. Who put me low? Tarji said, "What are euros for cake?" Oh no. All right, so guys, the winner of this one was actually me. I actually won this one, guys. And now we have a three-way tie.
I don't think a lot of those people voted based on the arguments you made.
We got to respect democracy, and unfortunately, with this man, it means that Copa America cannot win. So, sorry, Brandon. If you want, we can skip your argument for the next one since it's pretty much going to be meaningless. Or if you want, you can select garbage.
Yeah, and I know that the last argument. Yeah, I'm probably not going to win it.
Okay. Do you want me to skip you?
Yeah. I mean,
Why not just have a go for one more point?
Yeah.
I mean, it won't really.
It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna mean anything.
So,
yeah.
I'll let you decide. Okay, I'll let you decide. Do you want to do or not? It's up to you. You don't have to. If you don't want to.
I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it just for the sake of it.
Yeah. So, all right. So you know what? Let's just let you go first, since like you don't have anything to really lose.
With organization, right?
Yeah.
Well. All right. Well, what can we say about the organization? The organization, yeah, it was completely bad. I mean, what else I could?
That's too good. I think we should vote you.
At least I'm being honest. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, what else can I say about the organization as a whole? I mean, the CONMEBOL, yeah, and you saw the Uruguayan coach Marcelo Bielsa going after CONMEBOL and how the pitches were not in good quality. Like some of the teams, they weren't able to train. It was just not good, and I feel like the blame could go to maybe CONMEBOL, well, definitely CONMEBOL, and maybe the organizers, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Wow. All right. So who wants to go next? Me or FC or Mass? This is a three-way battle.
Yeah, you have to go because you won the last one.
Yeah. I just let him go for sympathy tax. But anyways, organization. I mean, in terms of AFCON organization, I think it was organized great. I think Ivory Coast did a great job of hosting the tournament. You saw like how much, how the stadium was organized. The atmosphere was amazing. The fans came in their numbers. Like the tournament was organized in a way it was efficient. And you had Ivory Coast doing well. Ivory Coast won the tournament. So I mean, I just think it shows how great the organization was of the tournament. Sure, you may have had some controversial referees and all that, but in terms of like organization, I think AFCON was great. You had your numbers show up, your Ivorians show up. And I just think in terms of the tournament spectacle was pretty insane, and I think they did a good job. I think for me, this was certainly better than what Cameroon did in the last AFCON. I don't think Cameroon did uh, last AFCON was great hosting whatsoever. So I think Ivory Coast did a superior job, and yeah, so that's pretty much my arguments. So, yeah. Okay. Let's go next.
I guess I'll go. All right. So the Asian Cup held in World Cup stadiums, games that host the World Cup. The Qatar Football Association, they had 3 months to host this Asian Cup. They won not 3 months, but they had a short time to host this Asian Cup. All right. They built an Asian village in Doha itself, where restaurants from every single country of Asia was there. They built the opening ceremony was the only one with a proper opening ceremony out of any of the four tournaments, because all the other tournaments were just like song and dance, and this one and the Asian Cup opening ceremony had like a story and like a reason behind it. I'd say the Asian Cup, of course, uh, there was no fights. There was no fights compared to other tournaments, uh, and overall, the Asian Cup was just like a very safe tournament, good vibes. Uh, you could try different new things, fan zones, and literally everything was there perfectly for Qatar, and there was no disadvantages compared to others.
Well, the choice to give Germany hosting rights was a wise decision. All the host cities are very accessible, all between each other from a transport point of view. The stadiums, nine of the 12 were carried over into this one. And you add some of the best stadiums in the world, such as Olympia Stadion and the Allianz Arena. And even stadiums like the Stuttgart Arena were some excellent additions as well. In the northwest, you had four cities close together, so getting in there was very convenient. I believe this tournament had the most volunteers out of them all. I'm not sure, but their presence was definitely there. And on match days, it was hard not to get to places. Also, if you had a ticket, public transport was free, so that was a bonus for the fan point of view. And the marketing of the Euros, they did a good job on that too. And we didn't have any kind of crazy outside stuff going on, which resulted the players being late or anything like that. So punctuality went well, apart from the Germany-Denmark game, which you can't fault too much because of the weather. But one thing I did see on the AFCON is that the San Pedro venue was located a bit too far away from the town itself.
All right. All right. Now it's time for the poll. And by the way, guys, I'm not going to put Copa America in the poll since it really doesn't matter. So, yeah. So Copa America will officially finish last. And yeah, it's just
I'm going to go back to the chat.
Yeah. All right. See you, Mets. All right. So now we're going to end this, guys. It's time to end. We're going to get a winner, guys. Who made the best argument for organization? Okay. So we got Arpon, FB7, and maths. And remember, guys. What is it called? Um, oh, I forgot to ask if you guys have any rebuttals, but I don't think you guys have any, so we'll skip that, I guess. Um, but yeah, we're gonna round off here, guys. So remember, guys, this is winner take all. So whoever wins this one is your official winner of this turn, official winner, guys. So keep that in mind. This is winner take all. Let's read some of your guys' comments in the meantime. All right. I won't lose much. Lol. AFCON was better than Euros, lol. Tari TJ says shots fired. I mean more entertaining. M. John says another donation, man. Thank you, M. John, for another donation, man. Shout out to M. John, man. Shout out to M. John, man. Thank you, man. I'm gonna call you W. John from now on, man. W. John, man. Thank you, W. John, for the donation, man. Thumbs up. Scoreboard says Euros 2, AFCON 2, Asia Cup 2, so Copa America's winning. I don't mean -2 FB7. I don't mean a -2. Low. Well, this one is AFC Cup or Euros. Copa America was mid, to be honest. Final was late, unorganized. Had to stay up all night to watch it. Copa America was fun. It was because it was Colombia fans. I'm glad they did lost the final. The Copa America games were still great. Glad a whole country lost the final just because a few people low. Those fans don't deserve success. A few foolish people fair though, I guess. Ivory Coast lost 2 out of 3 games. This game still somehow went through. It's like Argentina fans were great either. Can we really trust Qatar's organization? Where are the people who built the stadiums? Every 7 games. Do you have anything to say about that, or no comment?
I mean, a lot of people die on building stadiums. So I mean, it's like it's even like you could have the data for other stadiums as well. But yeah, that's about it. We don't know. Like Ivory Coast don't even show their data, which we don't know what's inside. At least we know a bit about Qatar.
Yeah. And John, they didn't get that final delayed. I only stayed up for Messi and Di Maria low. Di Maria was man of the match. Yamal winning the Euros was like his idol. Messi won his last Champions League in Berlin was Pode. I talk about probably other buildings. Yamal idol is Neymar. They didn't animal too. He's always reigning in Germany. No, it's not. And John too. Honestly, AFCON was the best for me overall, but this one goes to Asian Cup. You just don't want to see me win Pookie. JK, maybe AFCON would have won drama. To be fair, I vote for you, Lo. Yeah, yes, thank you, Pookie. Only a few under die for stains, and it was for the World Cup, not Asian Cup. All right, guys, we have a winner. We have a winner, guys, and it is FB7 Games. Congratulations to FB7 Games, man. As the winner of this, I'm gonna give you a trophy, man. Where's my trophy?
Oh my days! I'm just on the stage by myself.
You trophy, man. Here's your trophy, man. Take your trophy, man.
How do I take
Here's
the
your
trophy?
trophy. Pretend you're taking it.
Whoa, we can't see the
Okay.
face cam, but oh.
And guys, we have to sing the song. Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. Champione,
You did.
champione, ole, ole, ole. So congratulations, FP7 Games, for winning this, man. So let's go ahead, and I think this will be a good final segment before we round off. Maybe we'll stick around for 10 minutes. But I want you guys to give me your personal rankings, guys, at the end. So, my personal ranking is AFCON for me is number 1. I would say number 2 Asian Cup, number 3 Euros, and number 4 Copa America. That's my order. So, how about you, FP7 Games? What's your personal preference?
I mean, I feel like Copa America could have won the dominance one, and I feel like Africa should have won the other one, drama. I think maybe it could have won the drama, but I think it was it was a very close one between Asian Cup and AFCON for drama. I feel like it could have gone either way with Asian Cup and AFCON first place, and I feel like Euros third place is a good third place shot because like they were at least like organizing and stuff. They were better at Copa America, and I feel like Copa America. I feel like they should have got 1 point at least, but they were fourth, and yeah, that's the rankings.
No, but what's your personal rankings? Like, well, how would you like from first to fourth? Like for me, I gave my order. What's your order?
Uh, I'm very unsure. I can't doubt, but I'd say that maybe AFCON could have finished first, but I feel like there's a clear top 2, and Euros is definitely third, and Copa America is definitely fourth.
Okay, so yeah, that's basically what I said. Basically, I said AFCON for me number one. Asian Cup
Yeah.
number two. So yeah, and yeah, so yeah. We had a tie, by the way, between Euros and AFCON. So yeah, we're not gonna break the tie. It's not really worth it. But
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, we're sorry, we're saying
I think I could have seen the. I feel like I still think that Copa America should have won the tournament dominance one, and it was put in Asian Cup on three, AFCON on two, Euros on one, Copa America on one. But yeah, I mean, what has been done has been done.
yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, let's read some of your guys' final comments. And yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to tell me your personal rankings. Then we're gonna read some of your guys, and then we're gonna head out, guys. Head out. So yeah, no, it's not. M. John too good. Honestly, AFCON was for me was the best overall. Best one goes Asian Cup. You know, so we win. Okay, thank you, Pookie. Only 300. I know how I feel about Qatar, but they seem to good at organizing things. Oh yeah, actually, I remember when I went to Qatar, guys. I saw like it was really nice. Like it was really good organizing. I know it's like the airport I was talking about, but off the like it was really nice. You know, they had the fan zone as well. You know, that's kind of more for the World Cup to be fair, but I thought the Qatar did a good job of hosting the World Cup. You know, was it like the same for the Asian Cup as well, like the World Cup?
Yeah, it was. I think they actually did more with it because like I heard there was an Asian village back there. There's like a like I don't know, it's like a town, and then it's like every like Asian shop on like around the street. It's like you can get like Mongolian, Thailand, like Kyrgyzstan, even like Nepal food, which you probably I don't even know what do they have there, but they're cooking something.
Yeah, and also I remember when I was in the stores like going around, I saw like they were selling Asian Cup shirts. They were still selling. I was like, even though the tournament was like several months ago, you know, they were still selling shirts. Obviously, I could have bought, but it was kind of pointless because they already passed. But yeah, uh, let's read some of your guys' final comments. Nobody mentioned the underperforming rail transport in Germany, like for the screen. Asia Pride at 3. Yeah, Patrick's happy. Africa Good should take notes. I agree with the outcome and congrats at V7. Europe didn't win, so I achieved my objective. Well, that's crazy. Asian Cup number 1. Going now. I had fun to stream. Asian Cup 2, Euros, Copa America, AFCON. Asian Cup, Euro, AFCON, Copa America. AFCON top 2, terrible voting. AFCON number 1, AFC Cup or Euros in the Cup of 4th. So you're really pilots Africa. Uh, and all their best reasons, but still can't get top 1. I think AFCON was overrated, not in that sense that it wasn't good, but it was a bit overhyped. AFCON 2024 Asian Cup, Euro, and Copa America. You know what? I'll do a poll, guys. In fact, I'm going to do a poll after the stream. I'm going to ask you guys. I'll do a poll, guys. Which tournament did you enjoy the most? Uh, and we're going to round up from there. So good. My favorite AFCON so far 2012 2019. AFCON 2021. So, uh, I think this AFCON was better than 2021. I think this AFCON was better. I gave some admitting Qatar. Qatar is brilliant. I would welcome another visit. Excellent metro service. Come Dubai. All right, man. So I hope you guys did enjoy. So let's give our final thoughts before a round off. So I did enjoy this debate. I thought it was a great debate. It was really fun. You know, going through all the tournaments. You know, talking about this whole stuff. You know, really just doing a great way to encapsulate the tournament. You know, and I think this was really fun. You know, we had a large panel. It's probably been one of the biggest panels we've had in a while because usually when I do my debate shows, we usually have 1 or 2 people. For this one, we had like 2. We had like 3 or 4. Obviously, we could have had 5 if my friend joined, but you know, it wasn't to be. But yeah, I thought it was very fun. Episode. Did you enjoy this debate? And did you
I
enjoy
mean,
being champions?
I would like to say thank you for having me on. I feel like I know this could be like my first debate, but I don't know. But it's like it was a very nice
Yeah,
debate. It was very nice talking. It was
yeah,
difficult to win, but I got the win.
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy, so please remember to like and subscribe on your way out. Let's see how many likes we're on before we round off. So we are currently at 12 likes, guys. Can we get up to 15 before we round off, or is that too much to ask? That might be a little too much. So hopefully, we can get more likes on the way out. But I'm sure there'll probably be people that will watch the replay. And of course, if you guys are watching the replay, I'll be putting the description below for you guys. So let me read some of the last comments we were ahead of. Come Dubai. I prefer AFCON 2021 just because it was solid for some money in the final. Yeah, I think in terms of the final was definitely better than this final. But Overall, the tournament, I think AFCON 2023 is clear. Look who we are. We are the Dreamers. That was amazing. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I would have probably liked if I wasn't in the video, but I might still like. All right. All right. I'm going to see you guys later, man. Peace out. And last comment for maybe 17 games will round up for real. I dream that Belize makes at least CONCACAF Gold Cup qualifiers. Yeah, hopefully Belize in the CONCACAF Gold Cup, hopefully. All right. See you guys later, man. Peace out.